I'm going to take you through the Solstice Conference demo. There's a lot to cover, and we're really excited about it because Solstice Conference is a better room system. Now, about 2 years ago, we were asked, can you take your expertise in collaboration and engagement when people come together in meetings and apply that to a really interesting problem set for video conferencing? We've got a one-step start system. It's agnostic to whatever comes to the room. So if I'm walking in and I want to have a WebEx meeting, it just all works. And 3, it's so seamless and simple to use because it's wireless, and everything I walk in, like a bring your own meeting experience, the room then engages with me in a way that supports my needs, okay? So I'm gonna show you that, but first I wanna take you through the setup. So all we've done here is taken the traditional Solstice Gen 3 pod and augmented it by plugging in the room audio and room camera system. So we're agnostic to that system. You just plug in a USB-based system to the pod. And that guy's, of course, on the network, and it's plugged into the display. So it's literally that. So through software updates, if you want to get Solstice Conference, you just download it. It doesn't require new hardware outside of what you've been doing for years to have better proximate meetings. You'll notice, you can see some of that agnosticism shining through already because I've got a meeting calendar here with 3 different meetings on the way. The first one's with Zoom. Looks like at about noon, we've got a WebEx meeting, and then we've got a Microsoft Teams meeting. So somebody's already invited this room. I'm going to play meeting host. All I have to do is enter the meeting code on the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and tap and type the code. 2454, and then 3 really important things happen. 1, my desktop wirelessly appears on the room display because I want to have a meeting in the room with my team. Jen's here with me, maybe wants to see what's happening in the call. 2, it actually auto-joins me and launches Zoom because it knows that's the codec I'm using today. And hey, Megan, we're here already. Can you see us okay? I'm going to turn on my video, and you'll notice that when I start my video, we are going to use the Logitech Meetup that is plugged it directly into the pod. And hey, Megan, can you see us okay?
Hi.
Awesome.
Yes, I can see you.
That's great. Yeah, cool. I'm going to go ahead and show you some PowerPoint to start. Share my screen like I would do every other time. So you'll notice that when I pick screen share, I'm able to pick the display in the room. Okay, Megan, can you see that all right?
Yeah, it looks like you're looking at the 30-second block pitch.
Cool, yeah. And I'm going to go through a couple of these slides quick. Of course, that's a normal core user experience, me being able to show PowerPoint. But I've shared the room display, and this is where we have a whole lot of new value. Everything that happens on that room display, remote participants can now see. So Jen, why don't you go ahead and share some content? So she doesn't have to join a Zoom call to be on audio and video. It's always been a weird thing to me that you have to then join to share content, right? It causes these issues where, hey, do I have the meeting invite? Can you send it over? I want to show my screen. All right, cool. So Jen's shared some content, so we're actually looking at stuff side by side. Can you see that okay, Megan?
Yep.
Awesome.
I see some images, some blueprint images, and architectural pictures too.
Yeah, and so everything that Solstice does, the remote participants are able to see now in a real interesting, exciting way, I think. So what we've done is we've augmented the content channel for your existing soft codecs to be able to have anything you want on screen at any time from any device, moving it in and out of view. I'm able to actually augment what Megan and my team is seeing by pointing with my built-in laser pointer tool, or even augmenting that content freely in the room. So Megan, can you see that okay?
Yeah, looks like you drew a circle around the blueprint.
Yep.
Then drew some lines too.
Yeah.
Now I can circle around the PowerPoint.
Yeah, exactly. So let me make 2 points before we end. One is, if Jen's used to coming into a room and throwing content and having collaborative meetings and has this expectation she can be engaged, she can do that now without having to be the meeting host. Just like, yesterday when we were having a proximate meeting. So it puts content and the kind of meeting you're having on equal footing now with remote users. 2, just like everything we do, all these events that you just witnessed, what was shared when, how many users are using the system, goes directly into your Solstice Cloud account for analytics. So how exciting is it going to be able to get a view of what are your meeting ratings, or how often are particular codecs being used when it's WebEx versus Teams or Zooms in your spaces. I think that'll help us understand where all this is headed.